Hey everyone, Mike at Northwest Bus Sales here. Today we are going to take a look at this peach of a 2005 IC CE300 school bus. It's a 77 passenger and it's in really nice shape. Let's check this bus out here. It's got that DT466 turbo diesel engine coming along right there, you can probably hear. 225 horsepower rating. That is clean. Check that out. Hard to find anybody that does not like that 466. They were designed and developed a long time ago, back in the 70s, and that's good to test the time. Here's that front tire, passenger side, slow pan. Air actuated bifold doors. Step treads looking nice. Driver area here, very nice shape. I don't see anything to complain about in that driver's seat, really. It's just, I'll take a look at it. It looks really nice. All right, sitting behind the controls here. This bus has, let's take a look here, 184,385 miles on it. And all the right gauges here. You got the amps, transmission temperature. Got some glare on the dashboard here, I think. There we go. Not a lot of buses have transmission temperature. I like that a lot, to have the gauge. Just helps you keep an eye on things, and down the road if something does come up, you'll usually see it in the form of a transmission running hotter than normal. So being able to keep an eye on that is really helpful. Engine water temp, oil pressure as usual. Speedometer, RPM, your air tanks, voltmeter, as well as your fuel gauge. I got this idled up here about just under 1,000 RPMs, and I'll show you how you do that here in a second. Off to our left we have the driver controls here for your heat and ventilation. There is not air conditioning on these buses, but it does have a vent. And typical school bus switches there. All your heaters and all that. Boost pump to get the coolant back there to the heaters. It does have power mirrors. I did check them out. The only one that's not quite working as it should is the passenger side lower mirror. It seems to go side to side but not up and down. But we can check that out and see if we can fix that for you if it is something you want to have working. Let's see here. So over to the right side of the driver here, got a stereo. It is working. We'll crank it up here if you can hear it in the background. And this bus does have an outside speaker as well. Not sure if you can hear that. It is working though. Got some Bon Jovi playing, it sounds like here. So it does have cruise control, and that is also how you activate the high idle on these buses. You just basically turn it on, rev it up to where you want it, and then press set, and then it holds the RPM for you. So pretty cool feature about these internationals, or sorry, ICs. This bus is a 77 passenger. We'll turn that radio down here. There we go. Looking down the floor, really nice shape. This bus I mentioned is a peach, and look at those seats. Those things look really nice. It's hard to find a 2005 model bus that doesn't have a bunch of wear and tear, especially on the corners and the front rows, and everyone walks in the bus and puts their hands on the seats. So this has been really well taken care of and maintained. And those seats look really nice. We'll take a walk down the aisleway here. Have the old acoustic ceiling, help knock down the echo in these buses. Seats are in, I really don't see anything to complain about in these seats. Looking nice. The floor feels solid the whole way. I think you'll like this one if you're in the market for a conventional IC. I mentioned international by mistake a minute ago, and I'll explain that. So IC stands for Integrated Coach, and is owned by Navistar, and the international name kind of faded out. The engine still has an international tag on it, but we still call these internationals, you know, loosely, because that's just what they've been called for so long. But I guess technically it's an IC. Check out in here. What do we got in here? Little storage area / wiring access there. All right, well, let's take a cruise on outside and check out the rest of the bus. The CE300 tag there. Straight metal on the outside. Paint even still pretty glossy looking down there on the sides. Check out underneath the bus here. Here's your fuel tank. Rust free, used here in the Western Washington area here. Does have sanders though, right there. If you do end up going in slick conditions. Here's the rear passenger side drive tires. I'd say they're in you know, fair shape. Not a spring chicken by any means, but you know, your DOT minimums here in the US are 230 seconds, and that's probably got at least, I'd say probably around 4 or 5, so still has some life left in them. If you're going to end up using a bus like this, you know, on a ranch or farm or construction site, it might just last forever for you. Looking good. Let's check out the underside back here. Do have a little action here, some scratch there. These corners like to get tagged on these buses. Hope we gotta take this bus back to detail here after this and fix that trim there. Sorry about that. 8-way flashers are working, as you can tell. We do cover those up though if you're going to use the bus for other than public school service. But they do work. Now this corner over here, not much to complain about. It's looking really nice. Little scratch there. Driver's side, looking clean. Clean and glossy as well. Check out the underside of this bus here, or the back of the bus here. Looking good. Driver's side, drive tires here. A little better shape than the passenger side. A little more tread left on those. A slow pan underneath as well. Got the drive shaft there and the carrier bearing. 2 carrier bearings, got a 3-piece drive line in it. Alright. Cruising back to the front, got your air drains. Dual batteries. One thing to note too, a lot of buses will start rusting out in the battery areas. This thing looks really nice. electrical box here. Have the schematic, relays, and everything is nicely labeled. Here is the front driver's side tire. Go ahead and close this hood here for you too. Nice pad there. Let's see here, give you a good look at that hood there. We'll just do one for now. Good looking IC. I like these old buses with the DTs in them. The T444s were good too, just not quite as much power. Hard to go wrong with the DT466. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions, give us a shout. 800-231-7099 or email us at sales@nwbus.com. Once again, this is Mike, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.